have it. Ramza's in here. Like, Ramza's here. Oh, Hoshifront is top tier from Final Fantasy 14. Like, Aymeric, Emet-Selch, Graha, Hitlo, Pippin, Hoshifront. Like, those are the best boys of Final Fantasy 14. Alright, we've done waifus, we don't know bandos. What is the next one? The Final Fantasy Summon tier list maker. Final Fantasy Summons. What time is it? Oh, we got time. Final Fantasy Summons. That will be fun. How many Bahamut's do we got? Oh, they're pictures. Oh, some of them are gonna be hard. Okay. The fuck is this? Oh. Okay, we're gonna kind of just grab. Okay, we got summons, we got espers. Some of them are going to be harder to. Oh, Cactar's S tier right now. And we got Final Fantasy Tactics ones in there. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just grab them as we recognize them. Catchy is not a. Is Catchy a summon? No. They should have split this in like Final Fantasies. It's okay. We're gonna place the ones that we recognize, and then we can go back and like figure out what the fuck the other ones are. All right. Well, we're doing Final Fantasy Summon tier list, and we have a bunch of summons that I just don't recognize. So, Shiva, top tier, probably one of my favorites actually. Anima, top tier. I love Anima's design. I love Anima's side story, like not even side story, main story. Anima only exists in, well, sorry, technically Final Fantasy 14 now, but in Final Fantasy 10, and the backstory of all the summons, the Aeons in that game, I have to say the way that they built Anima and Anima's backstory is just so good. Like, you feel bad and you understand why Anima's in chain and why she unleashes like she does and why she is bonded to Seymour like she is. Final Fantasy 14 Shiva had great story. Main Shiva, not light Shiva. We don't talk about light rampant. Angelo's, yeah, so Angelo's not, you know, let's create a new category. And we're gonna make it not a summon. Angelo, you're not a summon. Get out of here. Catchy, not a summon. All right. I think this is Bahamut. Why would they pick this Bahamut? I'm not sure. I'm gonna put Bahamut at A+. I think this is Kaya's Bahamut. Which Bahamut is this? Or is that Diablo's? It could be Diablo's. I can't tell. Can we move him back? Let's move him back. That's at 12? No, it's not. Yeah, we're gonna make a new tier. Let's take F out. What the fuck is this even? And then we can go back to the tier and figure out what they are. Alexander, I think. Alexander goes in A. Adremelech? Adamantoise? That's not a Mantoise. Adamantoise? What are you talking about? Which Alexander is that even? I can't even tell. It's not FF9. It's not FF13. Is this FF7? Oh, FF8's Alexander. This is a Dramelech? Oh. Well, we'll do Alexander first. I think it's A tier. Alexander is one of the only Eidolon / Aeon / Summon / whatever the fuck you want to call them today. The only holy element, one of the rare holy element, and Alexander is used in story often, twice actually, so I'm gonna put that to A plus tier. The story of Alexander in Final Fantasy IX was really, really well handled and really well used, I want to say. So yeah, I'm gonna put that A plus because I like it. Adremelech, nothing of it's fine. You don't even really use it. You get it in FF12 when you do 100%, and you don't really ever use it, so I don't really care. Mendagora is not a summon. I'm gonna put that into whatever the fuck that is. Also, what the fuck is this also? Also, what is this one? Atomos. Atomos is actually not a summon in all of them. I think Atomos is generally a boss battle in most Final Fantasies. FF9 had Atomos. And FF9 had a really cool kind of Atomos. It was useful. But it's not generally a summon. So that's a B tier summon because it's not actually a franchise summon. Second is listed as Arc. What? From what? This is Aquarius for what? Oh, from Final Fantasy Revenant Wings. Because that's also Revenant Wings. Some of them I don't recognize at all. This is also Bahamut. This is also a Bahamut. Or is this supposed to be the Bahamut? Why can't they just put names or like a portrait that we recognize? I'm gonna put Bahamut as A+, because Bahamut has to be... Bahamut has to be with Alexander level. Belial? No, that's Hashmal. No, that's Belial. That's Belial? The second one is now Balsa. Yeah, it's a baby Ifrit in Revenant Wings. It's not that useful. You can go in D, which means you can be in C. Belial is pretty cool. This is the first summon you get in Final Fantasy 12. It's the only one you need to get in the story. Basically, no, Mateus is the second one. Most of the Espers in Final Fantasy 12 are actually optional. Belial's cool. In Final Fantasy 14, it's actually pretty cool too. There's a cool fight. I'm gonna put you at B tier, I guess. This is Asura. That's not what Asura looks like. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is Bahamut Zero? How the fuck are we supposed to tell that? No, Bahamut Zero has 3 wings. This one only has 2. Fake. Chocobo can be like, I'm sorry, like, who uses the Chocomog summon in any of the game? Bomb, also useless. Brothers, okay, brothers are hilarious and I love them. They go B tier. They're not strong, but they're funny. You use it? Why? Why? On a few bosses. Chocomog, no, but Fat Chocobo, yes. Like Fat Boko, and that's different. It's supposed to be so. Bahamut Zero had three pairs of wings, skeleton wings. The last chance. I think that's Brynhilder. How do you know the names, Burger? Does it say somewhere? I think that's Brynhilder. Right click, inspect. Brynhilder, I was right. Okay. You're a hacker. Okay. Brynhilder, I feel like I need... Oh, so all the Final Fantasy 13 Eidolons were really cool, though. Brynhilder, I'll put in A tier. Very powerful. Very, like, quick trigger. And that car. Because Brynhilder was a car, a sports car. Amazing. I think that's Carbuncle. The only Carbuncle summon I actually enjoy using is Final Fantasy 9's. Because in FF9, you could actually equip... different gems on Garnet. No, not Garnet. Ico had Carbuncle. So let's say you equipped a Topaz on Aiko, well, her carbuncle summon would do something different than if you say you had a ruby equipped or an emerald equipped. And it's one of the coolest kind of equipment hacks you could do with an Eidolon. And it's the only Final Fantasy you could do that. But because you can do that, and because of the novelty, I'll put it in B because it's not that useful. But the fact that you had the option to choose, I want Reflect, I want Protect, I want Shell, based on what you had equipped, I thought was really cool. So Carbuncle, you're a novelty one. You go in B. I don't know what this is either. Kukulane is also a novelty. Kukulane is a heck of a fight. Probably when we did our new game minus 122333 challenge, probably one of the hardest fight because of status effect. But you never really use that summon. So it's C tier because it's a cool fight, it's a cool design, not really that useful though. And full of status effects. It's just frustrating. Is that Cerberus? And that's Chaos. Chaos is another one, Final Fantasy 12. I feel like this is going to become the FF12 Espers, but Chaos was interesting in FF12. It was a cool fight because the different drums were, yeah, Chaos. The different drums were different elemental absorbed. So it had to be like, you had to be non-elemental or you had to like have a strategy going in. I'm gonna put you in C again because once you acquire Chaos, and FF12 is the only time that you can summon Chaos, it's not that strong. It's not that strong at all. Fat Chocobo, amazing in FF7. That's one reason to summon Chocobo. You can also have a Fat Chocobo summon in FF7 Remake, which was really fun. It was a fun fight. You see Fat Chocobo. Fat Chocobo started in FF3 for storage, but you don't really summon him. So that's another one where it's like, it's a fun, cool concept. It's not that much novelty. C because you don't really use it. Cool concept, cool fights. Very weak and very situational. Let's go with that. It's a rare spawn by summoning Chocomog, yeah. And it didn't happen a whole lot. There was also FF5. Did FF5 had Fat Chocobo or just Chocobo? I don't remember. Okay, chicken. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Don't know what this is. Cyclops? No, I know it's Final Fantasy Tactics. It is Cyclops, right? Cyclops, yeah. I mean, you never really use it. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's Diablos? Diablos! Yes, perfect. Diablos, like, is really good. Gravity magic in some Final Fantasies. Just straight non-elemental in other Final Fantasies. Diablos is just so good. Cool mechanics in FF8 with the lamp. Very cool fights in Final Fantasy 14. It is not in all the Final Fantasies, but I feel like it deserves a spot. It's very cool, very fun, very useful to summon, and just looks great. Is that Eden? Eden is like S tier. One of the longest. The longest. It's longer than Knights of the Round, I think. The longest summon animation. The strongest Esper. GF of the game. Only exists in FF8 and in Final Fantasy 14. But that's just so cool. It's just like, you can't argue with this. But you have longer to span square. Exactly. I think it's in pair. I think it's longer than Knights of the Round. I just love Eden, and I absolutely love the whole Eden quest line in Final Fantasy 14. So I gotta put it S tier. I gotta. Eggman? Really? They put Eggman in here? Okay. Longest summon. That's what I thought, Yasha. That's what I thought. Okay, Eggman goes into... I'm gonna put him in D. So Eggman only exists in Final Fantasy V, and you have to use a magical lamp over and over and over again until you have no more uses. And even when Chocobo is tired of coming to help you, Eggman can show up. I've never seen it. I just know it exists. Absolutely useless. Eggman will always miss. Eggman will never do damage, but it's like apparently like an Easter egg for something else in Japan. It was really popular at the time. Absolutely useless summon. It's on the list though, so we're gonna put it at D. Doom Train is an interesting one. It only appears in... Is it only the one FF? That's it, yeah. Doom Trim is cool. The way to get it is really cool. The summon animation is pretty fantastic. I think I'm gonna put it with Brynhilde here. It's rare that you're gonna use it. It's very rare that a player would get it without knowing, because it is a lot of prep. But it's got some really cool skills. It's a cool summon. But that's basically just that. Oh god, is this Exodus? Yeah, I'm good. I remember more than I thought. Exodus is absolutely useless. It's gonna go into C tier. Like, it's an Esper fight. It's a cool fight. I don't use Exodus. Do you use Exodus? Like, I don't think I've summoned it a single time. That's Sylph? Oh, that's Fairy. Oh, that's the healing in Final Fantasy Tactics. You don't really... There's healing, there's usefulness for Fairy, but you don't really... If you're gonna summon, just summon Unicorn. Like... Fairy's not that useful. I'm really sure, but like endgame, I don't really ever see myself needing Fairy. Other than when you just unlock Summoner. So it's not... I'm gonna put that... I'll put that at D because honestly, like, if you're gonna use summoning to heal, just bring a healer instead. In Final Fantasy Tactics. Okay, we got Tide Pod, Famfrit. So Famfrit is a fan favorite in Final Fantasy 14. It has an attack called Tide Pod, which is hilarious. It's a tank buster. And Famfrit is a cool fight in Final Fantasy 12. But then you never really use it ever again. So Famfrit, but he's really cool. I'm gonna put him in B because it's a cool design. It's one of the few water espers. Like, when you think water esper or water summon, you think Leviathan, you don't think Famfrit. And I feel like he looks way cooler than Leviathan. So I'm gonna go with B tier, final answer. He had Tide Pod in 14 before the thing got viral, which is hilarious to me. Because then people started eating Tide Pods after. I have no idea what this is. Fenrir? Is this FF9's Fenrir? Fenrir can only be summoned in FF9. This looks like World of Final Fantasy Fenrir. Honestly, I'm sorry, D tier, pretty useless. Like, Fenrir is not a summon you're gonna actually use in FF9. Maybe at the beginning, once you start getting, once you start leveling Aiko, I think it's her second one or something. Fenrir is in 6. Is it actually? Don't remember that. Fenrir is best summon in 11. I haven't played 11. But you're saying that Fenrir's summon is good in 11? Magic resist in his Esper board. And slash attack up and ice attack up. I use it for, I lose it for my last well. Yeah, Fenrir's pretty underwhelming in my opinion. I have no idea what this is either. I don't know what any of these are, so we're gonna have to circle back. Garcamera? What? It's not a summon. Garuda? Oh, she's got a really cool theme in Final Fantasy 14. I kind of want to put Garuda S tier. She's not often seen. Maybe like even A+ tier. She's not even seen often in Final Fantasy World. She also goes by Tetra Sylphid in other games. You more often than not fight a Garuda boss versus a Garuda being summoned. But she looks really cool. And that's true, she's supposed to be the wind in 16. She's got a crazy fight. She's got some sisters, like she's got backup. I'm gonna put her A tier because I enjoy that fight a lot. Yeah. What are you? Gilgamesh. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Gilgamesh is not a summon. He's your best buddy, like Angelo. Not a summon. This is a Final Fantasy Revenant Wing summon, so we're not gonna count that. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is either. Good King Moogelmog. That's not a summon. Don't know what this is. There's Hashmal. Hashmal is gonna go in a section with Final Fantasy 12 summons. You don't resummon this guy. You get him in the story, and then you forget it exists, and then it does nothing. Cool design, okay fight, useless Eidolon. Oh, okay, fair. He is a random summon, but I feel like he's more of a character than the summon. Some of these are really hard to tell. What's this? Hecaton. Okay, so this is Hecaton, which is not what I remember Hecaton looking like. Hecaton will go with Brynhildr. Fun fight, interesting. So in Final Fantasy 13, all the Eidolon fights had specific requirements for you to actually beat it. You can't just you can't just press A and auto attack because you will lose those battles. Those battles are designed to test if you know how the game mechanics works or not. In Hecaton's specific case, you had to buff yourself and debuff it. That is how you built the gauge to eventually capture Hecaton. So, cool fight in Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, I remember Hecaton being reddish, so I don't know. I guess we need to go play Final Fantasy 13 soon, Arc. I feel like that's the only that's the only way we're gonna figure this out. But A tier because cool fight, rare summons, and it's also a giant mecha, which is kind of cool. Okay, I'm gonna dump a bunch of stuff in what even the fuck is this, because we're gonna have to circle back. Like, is this Enkidu? Because Enkidu... No, it's Cockatrice. Okay, that goes into useless tier. Cockatrice petrifies. Rue. I don't know what this is. I also don't know what this is, or what that is, or what that is, or what this is, or what this is. So this feels like the Hecaton I know. Ifrit? That's not Ifrit. Is that Ifrit? I don't see Ifrit in this at all. Ifrit's pretty cool. In Final Fantasy X, Ifrit is usable. If I'm gonna put Ifrit, I'm gonna put it in A tier. It's a cool fight. It's a cool summon. It's been a basic summon. Is this 13 Ifrit? There's no 13 Ifrit. Ifrit does not exist in Final Fantasy 13. Does it? No, it doesn't. Does it? No, it doesn't. Brynhildr's the fire Esper. Eidolon. Oh, yeah, but it's not because they're summons. It's because they're It's theatrics. It's a show. I don't know. Is that what it looks like? I'm still gonna go Ifrit in general because that's the name. Ifrit's pretty cool. He's a good fire doggo. What can I say? Ixion is Thunder Horsey. Ixion you don't see often. You see Ixion more as an enemy than you do as a summon. I'm pretty certain Final Fantasy X is the only time you can summon Ixion. I think so. Usually it's Ramu or Quetzalcoatl, but Ixion should have been, honestly, I think Ixion should have been the Ramu replacement. Quetzalcoatl looks weird. Is he even on here? Is Quetzalcoatl here? We have Ramu. I guess we'll circle back. That's some of us like Lamia. She's a summon in one game. What is this? Kieran. Oh. FF6? FF Tactics? That's it. Lamia's a summon in Revenant Wings. She's an Esper, technically. I don't know. Kieran is pretty much like C tier, looks cool, is in a couple games. Lakshmi, yeah, Lakshmi was in Final Fantasy VI. I'm gonna put her again in C. Looks cool, is in a very few games. Underwhelming. Don't know. We have a lot to identify. Leviathan is your water summon. You don't... No, Leviathan's there since FF1. Not as a summon. Leviathan's been in the franchise for a very long time. And then if water is represented, then yeah, we'll put him Leviathan in A+ because he's Water Snake. And Water Snake has history. No idea what this is. I had no idea what this is. Mateus? Mateus is like FF12. FF12 representation of water. Mateus only really gets one representation. Still very cool, fun fight. The ads are annoying, but it's good. There's a lot of tier lists. You have no idea. That's why I decided we would make a full day of it. Don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. Moogle. That's a tough one. Moogles are classic Final Fantasy. They are useful when summoned. Underwhelming, but they've been present for a very long time. Like A? I know there's a lot of Moogle haters among you, but Moogles are, you know, they're important. It's Crazy Carby. Which one? This one? Maybe. We'll have to identify. Moomba's not a summon. Here's another Bahamut. Which one is that one? Neo Bahamut. A+. Neo Bahamut is really cool looking. It only exists once, but... The Moombas, you can't summon one from an item. Who hates Moogles? Half the chat, Mike Samus. The summon animation for Neo Bahamut and Bahamut Zero are really cool. I agree. Odin is a classic. Odin from FF1, like S tier. Odin is always fantastic in any of the video games he represents. Even, I would say the best one is FF8. Because there's a quest line for him. And then, you know, Odin is usually your like, let's say FF1, FF2, FF3, you know, you have to, not FF1. Is he in FF1? I don't remember. But generally, like, he's at least FF3 and FF4. Not FF4? Yes, FF4. He's usually hidden in a castle waiting for you to fight him. Hi, Flirtfish. Odin is pretty cool. Odin's pretty cool. I respect him. I always liked his design. He's a cool bro. Is it Pandemonium? Yeah, this is Pandemonium. Pandemonium only shows up in... I'm drawing a blank. Where does Pandemonium come from? Oh, he's FF8. He's a one-trick pony. Only one Final Fantasy. I'm gonna put you in Endy. I didn't even... He's the only wind Esper I guess you get. It's pretty Yeah, pretty underwhelming. Phoenix. A tier. Because Final Attack Phoenix has saved my ass in FF7 a million times. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Is this another Doom Train? Phantom Train. That's not a summon. Get out of here. Not a summon. What is this? Quetzalcoatl. I found you. Also one trick pony. Quetzalcoatl is a summon you start with, but you don't, like, you use it and then you don't really, use it. It's Ramu's replacement. Ramu's much better. Where's Ramu? Where's my big beard Ramu? Is that you? It looks like you. Let's double check. It's Ramu. Ramu is another A tier, like your classic, you know? Ramu is the Thunder, okay? Not Quetzalcoatl. Not Iqbal. I would prefer Ixion over Ramu, but like Ramu is your classic, okay? No idea what this is. This is hard. Ragnarok, not a summon. Well, okay. Okay. How do we categorize it? Not a summon is an Eidolon, though. I'm gonna go with not a summon. Brandalis is also not a summon, by the way, while I see it. No idea what this. Sahagin, not a summon. Red Snake? Eidolons were the summons of 13. No, I know. But if you know... Oh, Salamander. Tactics. That goes with the one-trick pony of we never heard from there again. Yeah, so Eidolons are the Final Fantasy 13 summons, I know that. But technically Ragnarok is an Eidolon based on spoilery reasons. So I don't know. I still want to put him... I still want to put Ragnarok, or her, I guess, as not a summon. I think that's fair. I don't know what this is. This looks like Lassie. This is... Sephiroth, I'm the end and you're beginning. Turn away, disobey. B, I guess. So Sephiroth doesn't exist as a summon anywhere else, does it? It's just Final Fantasy 14 and it's only in the Warrior Triad. Is it a summon in Final Fantasy 6 and I just don't remember? I don't know. But I really like the music of the fight, so I feel like I need to give it at least B tier. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's one of the Warring Triad, yeah. In 6. But is it a summon? I just don't remember. I remember it being a boss. Not a summon. Okay. So then I'm going to drop this to not a summon, because it's definitely not a summon. Don't know what you are. We'll get back to you. You are... No idea. You are... The fuck are you? That's Siren? Siren appears in a lot of Final Fantasies, but she's always useless. So C tier. Like, she's like, I'll apply summon in people. I'll apply silence. I'll play some harp and get controversy about my skirt, you know? It's pretty mad. She sometimes represents water. she's missable. She's underwhelming. She's a summon, but she's underwhelming. Yeah, Sophia, not a summon. Susano, not a summon. Who did this? Is that Sildra? I think that's Sildra. Sildra! Sildra has to be like S tier for me. C spot the wheel on. Sildra has to be top. If Ferris is top, Sildra is top. Hands down. Hands down. Magus sisters, listen. I would put them in S tier, but they don't listen to me. So A tier. Because they never do what I need them to do when I need them to do it. Cindy specifically likes to kill herself when I'm like, support each other, and she's like, I'll do nothing. So S tier, but A tier because they don't listen to me. Titan. It's got cool music. I don't know. I don't really care about Titan that much. The Earth representative of any other Final Fantasies is generally Golem. And it's not generally like, I don't know, Titan is just not in every Final Fantasies. And when there's an Earth summon, it's either a little bit of Earth damage with Quake or a protection like Golem, and I would much rather have Golem by my side. Tsukiyomi, not a summon. Ultros? Ultros is not a summon. Golem protection is the best. Oh, Typhoon! Sorry, I'm like spitting everywhere. Typhoon! In which game can we summon him? I'm blanking. Oh, FF7! To see the animation and never again. And Wodev. Yeah, Wodev has a lot of interesting stuff. I'm gonna put him in D. Like, I don't even remember using him. Valifor. Space Chicken. Yuna's first Aeon. It's S tier. S tier. I know what this is. It's like FF4 DS version summon. It's useless. It can go away. Zalera. Zalera's interesting. It's a shitty fight. Lots of ads. You don't really use Zalera as a summon. That's a D tier to me. Yojimbo. Oh my god. Yojimbo almost have to go S because Zanmato is just absolutely broken. There's a lot to do. Hi, Kanjin. There's a lot to do to get Yojimbo to be your friend. And it took me years to be his friend because he hated me. But in my latest Final Fantasy X 100% playthrough, he was actually quite a friend. I gotta put him in S. I have to put him in S tier. I have to. Toneberry's an interesting summon. He was okay in 8. I'll have to put him in B. I'll put him in A. Because he gets a real life doink in FF8. I've seen him get summoned and leave so many times. Why? Thornberry is one of the most iconic. Yeah. We still have a shit ton to identify, friends. I think that's Zodiark. Yeah. Zodiark the shrimp. I have to put him in S tier because that's what made me win my 1-2-2-3-3-3 new game minus challenge. So if you weren't part of our channel, if you weren't there when we did it, but we played Final Fantasy 12, we did new game minus. And It was very hard because my highest level character was level 3. And Zodiac was very well used. Very, very well used in here. And he's the reason why we were able to beat the judges. Ultima. Ultima's a very cool summon. One of the rare holy element ones. The fight sucked. I kind of have to put her by Zodiac, I think. I think that's what's fair. I think Ultima and Zodiac are just that powerful in FF12 respectively. And yeah, I think they have to go together. All right, let's identify these and then we'll... I don't know what any of these are. Okay, what are you? Zeromus, not a summon. Get out of here. Zervin, not a summon. Get out of here. Well, Zeromus is FF8, I suppose. So you can go in D tier. Valley Garmada? Oh, that's FF6. B tier, like nobody cares. Nobody cares about you. D tier. Yeah, Zeromus is an FF12, so I put him in D tier because it's one of those like we'll never really use. You'll unlock it, you'll beat it, you'll unlock it, and you won't do anything. Here we have Unicorn. So we talked about Final Fantasy Tactics summons. Unicorn is the one you want to use if you heal, and it's okay. Let's do B. Hydra was ever a summon. Sildra was. Hydra, no. Tiamat. Was Tiamat a summon? Wyvern, was that a summon? Sylph is a summon. Sylph is pretty D tier. I don't remember. Oh, well, Wyvern is an FF12. I don't think Hydra was a summon, so not a summon. Okay, so you're FF12. You're worthless tier. What are you? Bahamut Fury. Isn't that... Bahamut Fury's not a summon. It's a boss. Oh, from Crisis Core. Was it summonable? Oh, okay. Was it good? Was it B tier? I don't know that one, like, at all. Is it B tier, maybe? It's alright, pretty powerful. Alright, I'll put it A, B. Hades is not a summon. Golem. Ah, Golem. There you are, my friend. A+ tier. In the games, you can use Golem to negate physical damage. Golem is so good. So good. Hades is a summon. Oh, yeah. FF7 had everything in... I'm gonna put in D. Actually, Hades is the one that you wanted to like with the attack materia or whatever, the status effect one. C tier. Yeah. That's the one that you wanted. Yeah. Because you wanted the status effect on hit. Oh man, it's been a long time. We're going for summons we can use, yeah. Because they had a full game there and not the demo. They had a guy say play looking at the players. Because they had full game there and not a demo. He just told them to stop. Wow, he just had the full game? Okay, what's this? Medine. Oh, Medine was very fun. Medine was a very strong summon in FF9 and only FF9. And because it's only FF9, I'm gonna have to drop Medine to A. But it was basically a Mog. Okay, what are you? Ketoblapas? Okay, it's a summon, but it's useless. What are you? Cerberus. Was Cerberus a summon in any Final Fantasy? I don't think so. Oh no, yes it was. In Final Fantasy VIII, it gave you the triples. Oh, it was really useful. I'm gonna put him A tier actually. I remember using that for Like, I remember starting many fights with that. That's right. Sagittarius is a FF12 Revenant Wings. Shemazai is a FF12 Espers. Fun fight, shitty summon. Shinryu? Could we ever summon Shinryu, friends? I don't remember. And I remember it being a super boss. I don't think so. Sorry, buddy. Not sure about summons. I don't think you could ever summon it. What's this gold thing? Crusader. I don't remember that at all. Kusi. What's you? Goblin. Oh my god. Bottom tier. Crusader was the strongest summon in FF6. Was it actually? Alright. I don't remember that at all. Let's put him in A because I just don't remember. What are you? That's probably Shivan. Oh, that's Maduin. Oh, Maduin was actually pretty cool. Specific to FF6. And it was replaced with Madine later on. So we're gonna do B tier because it's cool story, but that's it. Crusader is chaotic summon. Crusader is the strongest summon in FF6. The bane of randomizers is actually why. Why? I've never played an FF6 randomizer. Bismarck. I'm assuming that's Mind Flayer. Mind Flayer's pretty damn useless. Oh, we had 2 Quetzalcoatl. Oh, oh yeah, that's the FF12 one. Terra's dad is Maduin, yeah. What are you? Midgar Sommer. Was that a summon? Kajata is FF7. That was okay. I'll put him C because we did use it for elementals, but that's it. Midgar Sommer was a summon? Man, this make Enkidu. Enkidu is not a summon. Get out of here. Yeah, we have Bahamut Zero, but we don't have... Bahamut Zero gets to be put all the way to the top. Knight of the Round? Okay. Friends. Knight of the Round is S tier, right? It has to be. It has to be. We've all played FF7. We all know. Arc from FF9, I suppose. That can go in B. This is not the Azura that I know. So I'm gonna put her in C because I don't know where to put her. If you have 20 minutes. Oh, well, Eden is longer than Knights of the Round. Mikar Summers is summoned in FF6. Is it good? I'm gonna put it in freaking, I don't know, D tier. Okay, well, this is what it's looking like for us then. Google heard me and it's mad at me. This is going to be our very official Final Fantasy summons. I was like, Eidolon, Espers, whatever. This is our official Final Fantasy summons, Eidolon, Aeons, GFs, all of what you want, whatever, support, ranks. Not in a specific order. That would take me forever. But I honestly, like, I forgot a lot about the summons, and I feel like that was a really good refresher because I was like, who the fuck is this? So hey, we did it. All of the summons. Are we missing any? We're missing Mist Dragon. Where the hell is Mist Dragon? Mist Dragon would be an S tier right here. Trying to think, like I'm going through FF8, then FF9. I think it's a pretty... I think it's a pretty complete list. I think we did it. Who was Aiko's summon? It's Madine. I guess they missed it. Oh,